Peri-Pigs, the podcast where two perimenopausal besties, Veronica Pig and Penelope Pig, survive hot flushes, brain fog and midlife mayhem together, one oink at a time.
So if you've laughed, cried or screamed at absolutely nothing this week, you're in the right sty. Let's oink about it. Welcome to the Peri-Pig Pigcast. We're here today to just give you a little bit of an introduction to let you all know a little bit about us and why we're here. So I'm Veronica Pig and this is
Penelope Pig.
And well, let's start off by saying, how did we get these personas? Why are we pigs?
So we are pigs because, as most of you are aware, if you're here, because I'm guessing you've searched some kind of perimenopause help, we were once just two normal young women in our 30s, living life, not worrying too much about anything. And as those hormonal challenges creep up on you, as you're probably all very familiar with, you start seeing yourself as a completely different person. And in our cases, we're not just completely different people, we became a completely different breed of animal. And therefore we have become Veronica and Penelope Pig.
We certainly did. I think it was that point where you get to a point in your life where you lose yourself and you don't know who you are anymore because perimenopause has taken over, menopause has taken over, hormones are raging and you don't recognise yourself anymore. So that's on the inside and the outside, I think, of all the things that go on and the crises that we all face every day. So it's really just us making a bit of sense of all of that. We're not here to give medical advice, are we?
Absolutely not. Everybody's different.
There's enough of it out there.
There's too much of it out there.
There's too much of it out there. We've all done it. We've all looked it up. You know, every symptom and stuff, you look it up. So we're not here for that. We just want to kind of share where we are with everything, how we make a bit of sense out of it, and how we attempt to cope with it, really, and hopefully have a little bit of a laugh why we do it. So a little bit about us then. Do you want to divulge our age group, Penelope?
Absolutely. I think it's good to, and this podcast is for anyone of any age where they feel there's any relevance to it. So I'm in my mid-40s. I upsettingly hit 45 only in January, which is a bit of a frightening milestone. I've been struggling with perimenopause. It got me just as I turned 40, which also happened to coincide with being in lockdown. So that was kind of traumatic for me, wasn't it?
Yeah.
In terms of what I've done about it, because everybody's different, I have used HRT. I've tried different varieties of estrogen and progesterone, which we'll talk about in future episodes. So that's kind of where I'm at, trying to manage through that. Child-free, as you are. Husband.
But not totally free.
Not
so that
totally
free word doesn't come into it, does it? So
No.
just because we don't have human children, it doesn't mean that we don't have other children in our lives.
Indeed.
And they are how we affectionately call them, the big babies.
We have the big babies, the husbands,
the piggy husbands.
Babies, just so that you understand that reference.
Yeah.
I have the fluff balls, as we call them, or the mookins. We might get referred to as the mookins, which are the three demanding indoor rescue cats that I decided to bring into my world on top of everything else.
And then I've got my two lovely, well, they're sort of half rhino, half dog, really, because they charge around, they're very heavy, and they charge around the house like they are rhinos. So, yeah, they can cause a lot of damage, but, God, we love them, don't we?
We do love them.
And I think, actually, we both have only got our animals after going into perimenopause, actually. That's just an epiphany that's come to me now.
Do you know what? And I think a lot of that, we did start collecting, and I think a lot of that is probably because we've got to that stage of our life. Neither of us have children for different reasons. Maybe we're trying to fill a gap. I don't know. They're therapy. I call them my therapy animals.
They are therapy,
because
yes.
When you walk around the house muttering to yourself like we do, actually you can talk. You've got someone to talk to.
Yeah.
And they don't answer you back, and they don't say something stupid, like perhaps other
Exactly. And the other thing is, we've actually managed to remain, well, we're even closer now, I think, going through this than what we were before. So we've known each other for about 15 years, haven't we?
Yes, we have.
We met at work.
We did.
That's another trauma bond, isn't it?
It was a difficult time when we met at work, difficult personally, difficult professionally.
We were both single as well. So life has changed a lot. It really has changed a lot in these 15 years. And this is, another heavy hurdle that we're going across at the moment. But actually, it's kind of made us closer because we can share these experiences with each other and what goes on, and feel a little less crazy when we talk about it or have a laugh about it. And that's another reason why we're here, isn't it? Because we've got so much out of that through talking to each other.
We wouldn't survive if we didn't talk to each other, and that's been in many ways, hasn't it? It's the, if you could see into our WhatsApp chats, that in itself could just be a book.
It could.
We have moments of when we are sat possibly with a drink in hand, where the raw honesty comes out. I have visions of being sat in a field with a cider, probably when we were at the dance festival, where all of this stuff just comes out.
Yes.
And we surprise ourselves.
There were tears, weren't they? Yes.
And I think that's the point. They started off as tears and turned into absolute hysterical laughter, because we have to find some humour in this to get us through, which we've been able to do. Not everyone has a fellow pig.
They don't.
Not everyone has someone that understands.
Yeah.
You admitted that you didn't understand when I started going through it before you. It was very difficult. You were always very supportive, but you didn't get it.
Yeah.
And now you go, oh my God, yeah.
Yeah, and thank God you did go through it before me, because
it was a pre-warning.
Absolutely, it's a pre-warning, and now I kind of realise actually none of this is you going, well, it is you going mad, but you can understand the crazy feelings, the crazy ups and downs, and it shall pass. And at the end of it, you just have some funny stories that come out of it as well about your behaviour, when you can look back and then rationalise things and say, oh, that was a bit of an overreaction. So, yeah, that happens on a daily basis, really, doesn't it? But yeah,
that's what we do a check-in. We check in with each other. We check in with each other every day. So we want to check in with you all every week.
That's it.
And we want you to check in with us.
We can be your fellow piggies. So if you're feeling piggy, if your persona is now pig, and sometimes the days vary, don't they? Sometimes you can be 50% pig throughout the day. Sometimes you can be far less or far more.
Absolutely.
Or you can have even a week. You could have a week of being full pig. Or you can have a week of feeling pretty great, and that's the roller coaster that we're on, isn't it, where it goes up and down. So there's always a funny story to share at the end of the week, because something would have happened that you don't understand, and a reaction that seems a little bit out there. So yeah, hopefully we can talk through those in our episodes, and you can come along for the journey with us, and even give us your feedback as well. Let us know, and maybe we can work through it together as well. So that's us. Thank you for joining us. Please do look at our episodes and come along for the ride. Join the sty.
Join the sty.